Hey guys, Steven with Team Covenant, and I am here to show off some of the new goods that we've got. Very exciting stuff. We're amped about it, and we hope you will be too. This is all stuff for the Warmachine and Hordes miniatures game. If you're on the site, if you're watching this, you probably know what that is. If you don't, you should look it up. It's great stuff, but we like to immerse ourselves in the world of the Iron Kingdoms whenever we play. And the way that we do that is by getting awesome terrain and making all the figures look as good as we can when we have time, of course. But we wanted to help you guys do just that. We wanted to help you guys immerse yourselves in this game. So we took to getting some custom terrain going, and here's what we've come up with. We have custom walls, we have custom forest templates, we have some objective markers that correspond to all the Steamroller objectives. Then we also have custom bases that are going to make it way more artistic, or way easier to base your models and to make it look professional level, look it really good. So we'll start out with these walls here. These are great for linear obstacles. We have both these stone walls like this, and then we also have these kind of walls that have the ruins in them. This is really great for Circle Ouroboros type stuff. Anytime you're playing against or with Circle, these guys usually come into play. And if you just want to feel a little bit more magical, this is where these walls come in. But you also have your basic stone walls, and they work. They're very nice, very good, and it's pretty obvious that there's a wall there. You don't have to do any guessing. This is a good-looking wall. We also have our forest templates here, which have been a lifesaver. Instead of using the green felt that we kind of started out with, we now have these forest templates. And look at this. This looks way cooler than like a normal just piece of green felt on the map. Now, they don't come with the trees. We did make these trees ourselves out of some very simple materials. Hobby Lobby was a big deal there. So we don't have the trees in when they ship for obvious reasons. So it will come the template like this. Now, before you get your trees going or whatever, these work just fine as forest templates. You can see that this is a forest. You can move through it as it's a forest. You can't shoot through it because the line of sight, all that stuff is right there. So they also have removable forest pieces, which is really nice for, let's say you've got a tree in here and you need a model to move through there or stand on that spot. You can quite easily remove that template and give it a place to go. So not only does it look better on the table, but it's actually more practical than a lot of other terrain pieces are going to be. You can also use these as just single pieces out here on the table, just to provide a few trees here and there. We like to do this from time to time just to provide a little mini forest or some mini templates here, which is a very cool thing to play with. Now, aside from the terrain, we've also got, hold your breath, we have objective markers corresponding to the Steamroller 2012 objectives. You have the explosives cache, you have all the different caches, the Guidons, all the flags, everything is here. So these 6 correspond to those 6 things, and playing a Steamroller with these objectives is about the greatest thing that there is. This actually brings the game out to a new level, and having these in your play space makes a huge difference. It's very, very nice. So you've got the flag, you've got the caches, you've got the explosives, the Guidon, everything that you need is here. And it's really nice to have these on the field and to have these during scenario play. Really brings the whole thing home. So these are all resin. It's all high quality stuff, easily painted just like you do your Warmachine and Hordes figures. And they are very nice. Now, we did some early runs of these, and I show you what those kind of look like whenever they're painted up. Here's an example of a little cannon, and then a little stone here. Now, these are what these will look like when they're painted. A little bit different on the modeling, but a similar idea, right? So you get the paint going, you get some flock on there, and it doesn't take much to really make these things pop off the table. And that is exactly what we're looking for during a game. So whenever you actually see the cannon, whenever you actually see the artillery, it really brings the whole thing out. It's not just a little circle on the board. This is a physical thing that's having an impact on the game. And that's really what we like about these things. So we've got the objectives, the standards, we've got the terrain, and then we also have these custom bases for your models themselves. These are going to correspond to certain templates that are being set, like scattered stone, broken road, overgrowth. All of this is come in the small, the medium, the large, and even the colossal sized bases. So if you want to do your whole army in one scheme and one theme, you can just pick all the bases that correspond to the type that you want, buy them all, paint them up, and go. This is a lot more high quality than a lot of the basing techniques that you'll see, and a lot of the base techniques that certainly we engaged in, where you just throw flock down on the model, or you'd build it up, get some rocks or whatever. This is actually very custom molded, custom fitted, and perfect for your basing. Now all of these have slight variations in them, so you're never going to get the exact same standard base, which I think is way cool. It allows each model to have its own little individual flair while still holding into that same theme. So an easy example of what we've done here, like with the scattered stone, for instance. We have scattered stone bases here. Here's an example of a small scattered stone and a medium scattered stone that have been painted up to look like an ice and snow scheme. Now you just imagine when you get some models on these guys how nice that looks. And I'll actually show you. We have an unfinished Throne of Everblight here that is starting to use the scattered stone template here to really make this thing shine. So you can see how this is a really very serious upgrade to your standard basing. Provides a lot of contrast, a lot of places for shadows and highlights, and it just looks great. Looks great on the model, looks great on the table. So that's what we got. These new offerings are very cool. We're really excited about them because we've been using them for the past few months, and we're very pleased with the results. We've got our walls here. We also have the forest templates. We've got the custom objective markers and the custom bases, which actually is probably my favorite part of the whole thing. So that's what we've got. If you need more information, send us an email, or of course just call us on the phone, and we'll be happy to answer and clear up any questions that you have. Until then, keep watching, and thank you so much for all the support that you've given us. And hopefully these custom markers and bases will just give you another reason to throw some support our way. So thanks again, and thanks for watching.